Doom 143, and I'm back with another comic haul. And yeah, this is actually take 2. I'm not too sure what happened on the first take. It recorded sideways, and you would have to literally tilt your head one way to watch the whole video, and I'm pretty sure that would not be cool. So let's do this again, and let's go through these books, because like I said, if I don't do these hauls you know, fast enough, they start building up, and it's already built up. So all right, let's get through this stack of books real quickly. Again, Happy New Year, everybody. Just wanted to say mahalos and aloha to everybody for catching my station. Just wanted to kind of say thank you. You guys have been awesome. The community has been awesome. The support has been awesome. And yeah, it doesn't really matter what goes on in the community. For the most part, this has been an awesome community, very supportive, very awesome. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for making me a better collector. Thank you for, you know, just giving me something to kind of just watch during my pastime, and just also educate myself on basically my favorite hobby. All right, so speaking of watching YouTube, learning and loving, Sunshine Collect Things showed this Ghost Rider Danny Ketch, and loved it so much I had to pick it up. I've never seen a Ghost Rider with blue flames. For you guys that's into science, you guys know blue flames is hotter than red and orange flames, so I've never seen this, and the mixtures of black, purples, and light blue just freaking kills it. And so I had to pick up the whole series. It's not an expensive series, but if you are a cover collector like myself, you cannot help but to pick up this whole lot. The artist's last name is Langsley, and he just does magnificent work on all of these covers. The detailing, the colors, you can tell they're all done by it seems like either I would say oil painting kind of stuff, and he just kills it. The way he shades everything, the interior art is magnificent as well. And I have not dug into the story, but I know Danny Ketch dies like 3 times, not in this particular story, so he's probably not the best Ghost Rider, but definitely this Ghost Rider series is, I mean, bar none, cover wise, it's the sickest to me. If Langsley has not worked on Spawn, man, he should, because he just does awesome stuff, and I am so sick to have this part of my collection. And like I said, I mean, it's just beautiful artwork. Trying to build up my Superman American Aliens. I have not read it, but I heard that it is a great story, and probably, if not the best Superman story out there. Found number 2. These books go anywhere between $8 to $10. I found these for, I think, $5, so probably around the price there. But I found 2 of them, and super stoked to have that in my collection as well. This is a great cover, reminds me of the Catwoman number 51. Not so much how Adam Hughes does it, but just the, you know, it's the same type of cover, and it's pretty freaking awesome. I really like this. So yeah, great book to read if you have not read it. If you listen to Master X Splinter, which I religiously do, he said time and time again, Spawn books between 190 to 220 are very difficult to find. They average for about $10 a book, just because of the low print runs and the rarity, and they're very difficult to find out in the wild. And I was lucky enough to find these 3 out in the wild. We got Spawn 212, Spawn 213, and my favorite, but my wife hates this one, is Spawn 215. She hates it because of the cockroaches and stuff. But all these Spawn covers, I mean, for a cover collector, you can't go wrong with Spawn. But if I can find Spawn in a little bit of rarer form, definitely pick this up. 2017 is definitely a different year for me as far as like collecting wise. Hold on, guys. And we are back. Wife had to go to work. Anyway, where was I? Cover collector, love Spawn, got those 3 books. super stoked to have got this in. Finally, I got my Sia Hulk #1. Bought these two Frankies. Whoa, what happened there? Let's adjust that a little bit. There you go. I got these two Frankies. Super stoked to have got these ones. So this Sia does great stuff, man. The detailing that she does on her books, especially this one. Love how the green kind of glows off the arm there. Just good job. Awesome work. She is a magnificent artist, man. Like, I'm glad she's still one of those, you know, pen and paper kind of people instead of like the digital art. But I mean, don't get me wrong, the digital art is nice too, but definitely enjoying this one. So you got Sia. This is the colored. So you got about 3,000 of these in the world. Black and white, there's only 1,500 of these in the world in distribution. And then you got the colored variant where there's only 500 of these. So super stoked to have that in my collection. I bought the set for like 50 something bucks on eBay. People are asking for 90. Not too sure what they sold for the whole set. But yeah, I guess, you know, there we go. I guess I made some money if they start selling it that much. But I have no plans on selling this ones at all. Everybody's been into this animation as far as like DC goes. Of course, the one to get is Batman Adventures #12. First appearance of Harley Quinn. But you know, there are others. There's the Mad Love, and there's, you know, first appearance of Livewire. So I decided to take a little different route on the whole DC animation and decided to go with Superman Adventures #66. This is the last comic in that run. It is a very low print of just over 9,000 copies. So super stoked to have this one in my collection. Very hard to find these in near mint, only because, you know, a lot of kids were buying these back in the day, and of course, you know, kids really didn't take care of the books that much. It's not that old, you know, 2002, but still yet very hard to find these in a near mint, and so I'm very stoked to say I found 2 of them. And yeah, super stoked to have that in my collection. And just like I said, just trying to take a different route with this whole animation thing. Michael Turner, what can you say? What can you say? What can you say? This guy kills it. Michael Turner has a lot of great covers out there, and you guys know him, you guys seen him. But man, the detail that he puts in this Phantom #1. This is just a regular cover. You should be able to find these in your $1, $2 bins all day long. But man, this is breathtaking. Like, I don't know, I don't want to go into it, but definitely the detail with the seaweed, the eel, the ocean, the bubbles, just, you know, how her hair flows. Everything about this book is just exceptionally done. And this is definitely frame worthy. It is a gorgeous book. It's I mean, I don't know, it's definitely underappreciated, undervalued in my personal opinion. I know there's variants of these and stuff, but man, I mean, yeah, it's cool to have the black and white, but when you add color, you add this vibrancy that you won't get from black and white. You get the detailing, I guess, more with the black and white or the sketch variants, but you don't get that vibrant colors that this one definitely shows. And this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous book, and I'm glad to have this in my collection. Spider-Man 259. So this is the origin story of Mary Jane Watson, and such a classic cover. Like, I mean, God, this is like old school classic, man. This is number 259. I mean, it doesn't even have to be as a kid. Just even right now, just seeing, you know, Peter Parker gearing up, getting ready for battle. The yellow backgrounds. I love this burst. My friend Kevin Sano does that a lot on his own drawings and stuff. And man, he just, it's so impactful, that burst. It makes it feel like Spider-Man is definitely coming after you. And such a great cover. I mean, so classic and iconic, and it's just awesome. I saw this cover and just the kid in me just had to pick it up. So super stoked to have found this one. Oh, I found it for like $2 too. It's like a $10 comic. Found it for $2. Super stoked to have found this one. This variant goes for about $25, and it's Spider-Man 2099 versus Venom 2099. And so this is actually the variant here. This one goes for, and this is also I think a newsstand variant. So this one goes for about like $25, and I found it for $2. And so I don't know if I already said this, but 2017 is definitely more about grails, stealth buys, and just really, really iconic variants out there. And that's it. That's all it's going to be. A lot of these books that I'm showing you are either just eye candy or just stuff that I had purchased in 2016, and they're just coming in now. So as the months roll on, you know, I'll stick to more just high-end like grails and just, you know, just really crazy variants, or if I find some stealthy purchases. So this is definitely one of those under the stealth buys, and super stoked to have got this one and for $2. And like I said, it's like a $25 comic. Really great condition, awesome book. And so yeah, Spider-Man 2099 number 35 versus Venom 2099. Venom's pretty hot right now, so definitely had to pick that one up. Zatanna 1, nothing. I think it's the reason I bought this is only because I just purchased a Hawkman number 4 Grail book, and you know, I saw this one number 1. I decided to just pick it up. It's got a little bit of Adam Hughes kind of look to it. It's not Adam Hughes, but it's done really well, so definitely had to pick this up. It's a pretty cool book. This book goes for about $15 to $20. Again, I found this one for $2. Just one of those classic covers, you know, from back in the days, man. Just, you know, another underappreciated Venom cover. It goes for about $15, $20, but you can find these like really cheap. You can find this for like under $10. And this is an old school goodness right here, man. The purple background definitely helps to pop the photo. Venom looks freaking insane, and this is the Venom that I grew up with. You know, a lot of the artists now these days, Martina Dell'Otto, they do a really freaking sick, crazy Venoms. Francis Yu, and you know, the list goes on, Alex Ross and all of that stuff. But man, this is some of that old school goodness, underappreciated Venom covers of old school, and definitely like having this. So Spider-Man 347, super stoked to have this one in my collection. Master X might like this one. He got me on this whole G.I. Joe kick, so ever since I go to bookstores, I always go under G now to see what they have. So this is a virgin cover. It doesn't really go for much bareness, but super stoked to have this. Again, love the detailing with the snake, how it makes it pop. It looks like there's actually light on the comic book, and this is sick. This book is crispy. I mean, you can look at it. There's like nothing on edges. I don't even have to bring it closer. I mean, I can. You know, look at that. There's like nothing. Absolutely nothing wrong with this book. Turn it into CGC, probably get, you know, a 9.8, no problem. Turn it into PGX, they'll probably give me a 12.0 all day. But yeah, super stoked, super sick to have this one. A lot of hype around Gamora these days, and I found this old school one a while back, and maybe about 2-3 weeks back, maybe 2 weeks back. It's just a really sick, different take on Gamora. Adi Granoff, Nova Annihilation Conquest number 6. And you know, Adi Granoff just does exceptional work. Just a different take on Gamora. Really like it, glad to have it. And you know, Adi Granoff is just a magnificent artist, so definitely wanted to add this to my collection. Doesn't go for much, maybe about $5. But if you're a cover artist, again, like myself, you know, cover artist collector like as myself, definitely Adi Granoff has to be on your list for sure. And again, as far as art collecting, these next 4 books, well, 3 books, but I got 4 of them. Definitely, you just have to just partake in these. So JSA number 9, Power Girl, just an exceptionally done by Alex Ross. He does just I mean, a lot of times they make the Power Girl look sexy. This is one of the few that she's sexy and powerful. And yeah, she's just, it's a pretty sick cover. I actually found 2 of these. The thing about it is, like, this is all black, so you gotta watch out, but these ones have nothing. These are like near mint all day. Definitely high grade copies. Super stoked to have found these ones for just cover price. And then I also found the Black Adam number 23. Again, just a magnificent cover, magnificent cover done by Alex Ross. Kills it, kills it, kills it. He just, man, the realism that he puts into his artwork is just exceptional. It's just exceptional. And he just does magnificent work all day. And this one is probably by far my favorite cover. For you guys that know my comic collecting, Batman Cacophony number 3, the Bill Sienkiewicz cover, probably one of the hardest books for me to have found. And you can go on eBay, you can go in your local comic book store to find Cacophony number 3, the variant. Super hard, like very, very hard. And if you find it, man, pick that book up. I mean, I don't know, if you're lucky, you can get it maybe for 20 something bucks. If you're lucky, you can get it cheaper than that. But man, that book is just exceptionally hard to find. This one falls right there with that Bill Sienkiewicz Cacophony book. This is Hellboy BPRD number 1, done by David Mack. Rob Wiseguy, I don't know if he has this book, but I know he's a huge David Mack fan. I think Rob Wiseguy called him a waterbender, and he's right, man. The stuff that he does with watercolor is just, it's mind-blowing. Like, it is just, it's exceptional. Like, the work that he does is just exceptional. And as soon as I knew that this cover existed, I had to go find it. And I was hunting and hunting and hunting, and this variant is just a pain in the ass to find. I forgot how much I paid for this. Honestly, I think I only paid like 10-12 bucks for this one. I don't really know what it goes for because there's not a lot of history on this book, but so I guess we'll leave it at that, 10 to 12 bucks. But like I said, exceptionally hard to find. Love, love, love this Hellboy cover. And then I got another grail for the year. So far that makes 2. So this is my second one. I didn't want to pick it up at this grade. I actually was willing to buy a higher grade, but for just 200 bucks, yeah, how could you not pick it up? So I picked it up. It's a, it'll go up there, 3.0. It's a CBCS Detective Comics number 359, first appearance and origin of Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. More importantly, a Killer Moth appearance. If it wasn't for the Killer Moth appearance, I don't think this book would be worth as much. But yeah, I mean, crazy, 200 bucks. Of course there's like spine ticks, of course there's like a little missing thing here. I think there's a date stamp in the back, but like I said, I wanted to buy like a 5.5, but for 200 bucks, like there was no way I was gonna not buy this. I found it on Instagram and I talked to the guy, kind of went back and forth, and we settled on a good price, and that's crazy. So like I said, I'm just super stoked to have it. I'm not looking to upgrade or anything because now I have it in my collection, but originally the plan was to buy grails this year from 4.5 to 5.5, you know, and that's kind of where I'm comfortable with prices and I'm comfortable with how the book looks, and that was the original plan. So the Hawkman number 4 actually went really well. That's like a 5.55, but again, for 200 bucks, I was in all day. So yeah, definitely had to pick this one up. And that's pretty much it for my haul. It was a long one, so thank you for sticking with it. Again, to this community, man, like, no matter what happens, for the most part, this community has been just truly awesome, man. I just want to say thank you, and mahalos. Myself and Alex, the Comic Hoarder, very exciting. We will have our 400 sub contest. We collaborated on a contest. We have a pretty cool concept that we're doing. Of course, I'm going to release that video probably today as well, the 400 sub contest. I thought I was going to release it tomorrow because we want to start the contest starting Monday. Monday will be the first official day of the entry, and it's going to run to February, I think we agreed on February 10th. But super stoked. Alex the Comic Hoarder is an awesome guy. First place will actually win a COMICBRAINS exclusive piece, art piece, and what he's working on for you guys, it's an original piece. He's not going to give you the copy of it. He's going to give you the original piece. And what he's working on, the concept of it is it's just mind-blowing. Like, the guy is such an exceptional artist. He actually did this piece here for me, and he's done other stuff. I'll leave a link for Alex the Comic Hoarder, and I'll leave a link to ComicBrainS, just in case you guys are not sub to them, which, you know, you guys either should be or you guys are. And both amazing YouTubers. Alex has a great collection, and so does ComicBrainS. And ComicBrainS is just a great artist. And yeah, so just want to say again, mahalo to everybody. It's a new year. It's it's time to kind of wash away, you know, all the shit that happened, and just start the new year all over, and just realize like this community is a blessing. It's an escape, and it's such a great thing for me to be able to reach out and just kind of just show my comics to all my subscribers. Thank you and mahalo. You guys have been truly awesome. You guys have been a blessing, and just kind of wanted to say thank you. All right, shoots and mahalos. Ooh.